Really quick, before we get started, I want to let you know I am constantly putting out Titan and Xterra content. So if you own either of those vehicles, you should absolutely subscribe. It's going to, of course, help support the channel, and you get reminded when new videos get released. All right, on with this video. Hey there, Ride the Car Guy here, and today we are removing the starter from the Nissan Xterra. This is actually quite a simple job. On the Xterra, you have two main bolts on the starter holding it into the bell housing of the transmission. You have a couple electrical connections on the rear, and then just two small heat shield bolts you need to loosen and remove to kind of get that heat shield out of the way. In a lot of cases, especially if you have a lifted Xterra, you don't need to lift the truck at all. You can just slide underneath and take care of this job quickly and easily. This video is actually a portion of a much larger video, which was removing the transmission. So if you want to watch that video, it'll be in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Before doing this, make sure you absolutely disconnect your battery. You don't want any power going to the starter when you're disassembling it. Everything takes place underneath the Xterra, so let's get under there and get this thing removed. So in here, we have a couple bolts. It's just two bolts to hold the actual starter in. However, there is the exhaust heat shield, or I guess technically the shield that protects the starter, that we need to, at a minimum, loosen. So we need to take this bolt out, and then there's another one, I believe, a little bit higher. And then once you do that, you can actually just bend this back to get to that bolt, that mounting bolt. And then the other one is on the back of the starter motor. I can't really see. I think this is it right here. So pull those two out, and then we can, of course, get the starter out. But before we do any of that, there's two electrical connections we need to remove. One is going to be a bolt holding on a, like a regular wire clamp. And then there is a standard sort of electrical connector you just have to pinch and remove. The electrical connection is just, again, like a standard clamp style. So you just got to push down on it. Let's see if I can get my fingers up there. Push down and pull out. There we go. So that one's disconnected. And the other one is a nut that needs to be removed. Believe it or not, this one is not a 10 millimeter. This one appears to be a 12. So that's what it looks like against the back of the motor. You just got to pull that off along with this other electrical connection. And now that both of these are out, we can start unmounting it. So I removed the two bolts on this kind of heat shield here. So if we peel that back, you'll see it gives you a bunch of extra room. So now we can access this bolt here, and of course this one was always accessible. Okay, with that new space here, I'm going to just loosen this. This is going to be 14 millimeter. I'm grabbing not only a deep socket, but also a long extender, mostly because there's just a lot of stuff back here to kind of run into, and I need a little more space. So there we go. Now that that's on there, I'm gonna get underneath here, give it a good tug. There we go. Excellent. So now that that's broken loose, I'm just gonna unscrew it, pull it out. Awesome. So we have that bolt out. Now we just need to do the same on this bolt here. Boy, those are on there. There we go. Woo. Excellent. Second bolt out. See if this will move for us. There we go. Perfect. Now this should rotate out. Awesome. Starter is out. That's it. It really is that simple. It's just a couple bolts. Sliding it out might be a little bit tricky if you have big hands like I do, but other than that, just make sure that your bolts are tightened back down to spec, including that post on the rear of the starter, and you're ready to rock. If you're not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up on new videos that I release. Been putting a lot out on Nissan Xterra and Titan lately. Also, if this video helped you, please go ahead and hit that like button. That will help me. And that's it. We'll see you in the next one.